Greetings all! This is your host, Harrison MacArthur, Draco Pendragon. I am here once again with the world-renowned historian for Monster Movie Mondays. It's not Monday right when we're recording this. It might not even be Monday when we put this on YouTube, but
I shall endeavor to actually post it on Monday, so that's not a lie for at least 1 week.
Alright, today we'll be reacting and slash reviewing The Thief of Baghdad from 1940. Now, I've seen this movie a number of times, and I love it. It's one of my all-time favorites.
I think I'd heard of it before. I've certainly never seen it. I know we started out with the gimmick on this that we were going to kind of do like MST3K worthy stuff. This is not that at all. This was a huge production. I did like 10 seconds of research about it. It was a slightly troubled production. They had to move from London to California due to World War II.
Yes.
But
the Luftwaffe had something to say about the filming location.
Yes. They saw those genies out there on the beach, and they were going to do something about it. But
Mein Herr, the Allies have genies. What do we do? On them, don't cough.
Right. But yeah, it was like well reviewed at the time. Like people said, it was second only to Fantasia as children's movies at the time. It's often compared to The Wizard of Oz. So, not much else to say, but super excited to see it because I never have.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And now, just before we start, I have noticed in our last few recordings that our reactions are perfectly in sync, but that might be due to Discord. The way, because Historian and I are actually 3,000 miles apart, or like 2,500 kilometers apart. I'm not sure what, but we're a fair distance away, and there's a bit of a lag between our reactions, so keep that in mind.
Right, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were consistently just a bit behind me.
Yeah, well, I was watching our reactions to The Sword and the Dragon, and I was actually reacting to stuff before it came on the screen where everyone else could see it.
Okay, so you were ahead of me.
Yeah, but oh well. That's okay. Just the joys of working with modern technology. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, you just... Oh,
well, this will be kind of an experiment then. We'll do our absolute best to keep this perfectly synced.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And on that note, I'm going to get up and turn my AC back on, and then we'll count down and just get started.
Yes. It is very warm where I am in Southern Ontario, and it is very warm where the historian is in, I want to say, Washington State?
Should be perfect.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All of them.
and arms.
And eyes, and let's not turn ourselves into pretzels for this.
Need not.
They're dead fun, but we always get the German ones.
I don't know if that's due to like German copyright law or something, but I did notice that too.
Perhaps. But nein sprechen Sie Deutsch, mein Herr.
Yeah, no.
I can speak with the German accent, yeah, but I cannot sprechen Sie Deutsch.
I dig these kind of Alice in Wonderland style titles.
Mm-hmm. You know, movies from this day and age, from back in the day, they have a style. They have something that just modern films don't have anymore.
Yeah, it's that golden age class, man.
Yeah. An Alexander Cord production in Gers. Jim, how do you read that stuff? I know German and English are very closely related languages, but
so they say. I've never really. I took German for about a week, I think, and it was just not my cup of tea. French, Spanish, no problem.
But we were from same money.
In high school.
I don't speak it. I only speak English and idiot. I speak idiot fluently.
Which is kind of funny, because you live, like, close proximity to a large French-speaking population, but you just never have occasion to cross paths, right?
Quebec is several hours away from me.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've only been there twice in my life.
Canada's big.
Yeah. Everything's so bright.
Those early days of color, man, they made the best of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. And everything you see on screen is more or less real, because no CGI.
Right, exactly, yeah. It's not, Although I think this was the first film to make use of blue screening. I think I did read that.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how they managed that without computers to do all the editing.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll even be able to pick it out, but...
Oh, there's some health and safety violations right there. Crawling up the rope.
Different time.
Different time.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you can get away with that kind of stuff.
Right. Don't you feel like you got kind of screwed by the era you were born into?
Yeah, like I've always feel like I was born 1,000 years too late.
Yeah. I believe that about you.
Like if you could live in any time period in history that isn't Rome, because I know you have a love for ancient Rome, historian. What would you want to live? What time area?
Oh man. I mean, I guess I have two answers to that question. It's like I have an idealized version of what life would be like in these eras, and I guess I'd want to live in that. I don't want to live in the actual era when I'm probably gonna, die in childbirth or something. Before the age of 5. As my own childbirth, not giving birth. Just
all right.
Not disclosing any strange facts here.
The princess. Have you
Oh,
news for
villain
me?
music.
No, master.
Dead?
She still sleeps.
You followed my orders?
Yes, master.
And the blind man?
He has been found.
Arms for the love of Allah. Arms for the love of Allah. Arms for the love of Allah. Arms for the love of Allah.
That's some kind of Arab fellow.
Yeah.
Your curwood bark? A fine reward for charity.
Charity be false as that coin.
Then you cheat, son of a burnt father. A blind man cannot tell true from false.
Alas, I cannot tell day from night. It was my dog.
How can a dog tell bad from good?
See for yourself.
Now, by the wonder of Allah, it is a false coin, and I myself knew it not. Come, O frequenter of tree stands. Now, which is the bad one? This is no dog, but the reincarnation of a tax collector.
That's a good line.
That is good. It's counterfeit sniffing dog.
History's earliest sniffing dog.
Absolutely.
Now that has to be a blue screen effect right there.
That's either blue screening or just an awesome matte painting. I would be.
Well, you had matte painting in the front, but then you had like when the clouds were moving.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. Yeah.
All right, so we have some Arabs, some Chinese, and there.
Silk Road, baby. We got a white guy who's
Supposed to be Arab.
following Islam.
Spare me a thought.
That's not as uncommon as you believe. There are a lot of white guys who converted to Islam.
No, that's fair.
Arms for the love of Allah.
Bring him to me.
Actually, during the Crusades, it was more common than you'd think.
Arms for the love of Allah.
And weren't the Balkans also? They also have a high Muslim population because they were under the Ottoman Empire for a long
My
time.
name is
All
Helen.
right.
I do not know you.
Does one always know one's friends?
Well, still a funny
Can
first
one
image.
trust in one who brings not words?
It was the 1940s.
Yeah. Charlton Heston playing Mexicans and so
What is mine
forth.
is yours.
Why should you offer this?
For your prayers,
That is much for little.
take my hand.
There's no need. My dog sees for me. He gives me more than ever he can receive, like all dogs.
I mean, they built. What's that?
Go ahead.
They
Go ahead.
they built a giant set. Like I said, I would think a lot of that's really actually there. It's fair play to them for that.
Oh.
Just watching you sleep.
This is a sleep beyond my knowledge. Only this I know, when the blind man comes to her, she will be cured. Strange, master, he can do something all your powers cannot.
I make him do it for me and cast him away.
But she loves the blind man.
Do you call the lisping of two children in a garden love? Love she has yet to learn. And I'm here to teach her.
The idealized harem scene.
Of course. You didn't tell me your era.
Blind beggar, even more
Yeah,
unfortunate than you.
yeah, I guess it would be.
We are unveiled.
I don't know.
And I am veiled.
I like the Vikings, but
Amen.
I think I would die again. I would die very young.
No journey.
Well,
I'd get someone angry and then I get an axe to the head.
and if you grew up, you'd grow up with a certain set of skills that maybe would help you survive in that world.
I have lost.
Men with two eyes often seek all their lives and fail to find that one. Stay. There are great doctors here. They may restore your sight.
That will be the blackest day of all my days.
Talk in riddles.
I will give you the answer. Listen. There was once a king, son of a king and of 100 kings. His subjects countless, his wealth untellable, his power absolute.
Is this guy wearing eyeliner?
And this dog was not a dog,
I,
but a youth who lived in Baghdad. And
they are kind of popping out, aren't they?
In
Yeah.
those days, he was nothing but a little thief.
So it may not surprise you to know that this guy also played Mowgli in a live-action Jungle Book.
Oh yes, I know. I've seen that one as well.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Should have guessed.
Shall I call a Cardi's clubman? Huh?
And he died at like 40.
Yeah, a heart attack, I believe.
Yeah. Not to be a big downer.
Well, the good die young.
Yeah, fact.
That is a massive set.
Yeah. That's- the whole tomato tray.
It's like, and everyone's after it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my days in Skyrim. I was defending the town from a dragon attack, and I accidentally killed a chicken. Next thing I know, every villager was after my head. Apparently, it was a very popular chicken.
Have you ever seen Epic NPC Man?
That's on Viva La Dirt League's channel, correct?
Exactly right. Yeah.
I've seen a few things. I've seen a few clips of theirs.
They do some fun videos of making fun of RPG logic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ahmed the King, son of Akbar, grandson of Harun al-Rashid, the great, the illustrious, Lord of the earth, defender of the faith, servant of the all-highest, but master of all men, Ahmed the King.
Alas, I was that mighty man. 365 wives were mine. In my heart there was no love.
365 wives.
Oh,
One for
dear.
every day of the year.
Right.
Richest among my subjects, I was the poorest of the poor.
End of the day, he's like,
Every desire
see you in
satisfied,
2021.
I grew empty of desire. And in my whole vast kingdom, I could find
See, I
nothing
think King Solomon had like somewhere over 300 wives and over 1,000
Always my
concubines.
grand vizier
That's just
Jafar
excessive.
stood between me and my people.
You think he remembered all their names?
that'd be a tad awkward. Like, oh yeah, I remember you. You were the one from 3 years ago.
Yeah. It's like, there's only 24 hours in the day, guy. Come on.
Why had he to die?
He had been thinking, my lord and master.
Is it a crime then to think?
In a subject, it's quite unpardonable.
Men only to be ruled by fear.
Men are evil. Hatred behind their eyes, lies on their lips, betrayal in their hearts. You will learn one day, great king, that there are but three things that men respect. The lash that descends, the yoke that breaks, and the sword that slays. By the power and terror of these, you may conquer the earth.
Do I want to conquer the earth?
What do you want, my lord and master?
I thought I might try to give them happiness.
Happiness. They are fools and knaves. Your grandsire knew it, and if you would know it too, do as he did. One night, when darkness falls, leave your palace, go among your people, mix with the crowds, go into their houses. Listen, observe, and remember.
Tonight, Jaffa.
Tonight, my king.
Alarm bell should have been going off.
How is he falling for this?
He looks very naive.
So is he supposed to be like young and powerless, and that guy's a prefect exercising like real power? Is that
I've never been
kind of the
Well, he's
relationship
the
here?
king, but yeah, I think I always understood like he was the king, but Jaffa was kind of like ruling things behind his back.
Yeah, okay.
Though Allah be wiser or more merciful, there was in the past of the ages a king among kings, a master of arms and of armies, of vessels and auxiliaries. And this master of time and people was an oppressor to both, and the earth was as pitch in the faces of his subjects and his slaves. And they groaned together in secret.
Why?
And were slain.
I don't know.
Is it the king he's talking about?
Don't ask questions. There are spies everywhere. You must be careful in Baghdad.
I'm a stranger here. Surely you can tell me what the old man's talking about.
Oh, about foolish hopes.
Did you ever see that show Undercover Boss?
About a liberator.
I saw a few episodes of it.
Yeah, this is a
Not a big fan.
the plot of this movie is basically Undercover Boss so far.
It's Undercover King.
Yes.
And they groaned together in secret, and were slain in the marketplace. But a wise man among the sages of Baghdad comforted them with a prophecy, saying in the fullness of years a liberator shall come upon you, and this shall be the sign of him. He shall be the lowest of the low, and you shall look for him in the clouds. And the people cried, we shall look for him in the clouds indeed, for if the greater power is to save us from this tyrant, how can one of no account avail? And the reader of the Milky Way replied, have faith, trust in Allah. For there one day in the blue you shall see a boy, the lowest of the low, mounted upon a cloud. But the cloud shall be as strong as the hills beneath the snow, and from the ranges of the sky he shall destroy this tyrant with the arrow of justice.
What is the name of the tyrant?
Amen.
Ouch.
Wish the miracle would happen today.
I wish he would die today.
Wishing he'd worn a better disguise.
When he says he's a king, tell them he's a madman. His friends and all who might be loyal to him must be destroyed.
I learned that night not that men are evil, but that he was evil. When he persuaded me among my people, he laid a trap for me. I was thrown into prison. And there in prison, my life began. For there I met the one who was to become my only true friend. Abu, the little thief of Baghdad. For only very little thieves are thrown into prison.
No, mercy, no, not in prison. Don't put me in prison, no.
Thief! Cut off his right arm, and then his left, and then his left leg, and then his right, and then his head.
No!
Nasty way to die.
Yeah.
No,
Jesus.
mercy, no, please, no.
Well, I've heard of sultans. I've heard of this one sultan who had a particularly nasty method of execution.
And as for the man,
He would string men up by their,
only his head.
you know, it's
There's the sunrise.
Ah.
from the city gates.
No, 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 no.
Nice.
Poor boy, they've driven you mad.
Me mad? They just said you were mad.
And he was cast for Jungle Book immediately.
Are you really mad?
That's it. I'm mad. I must be mad. Maddest of all the madmen that ever lived in the Sultan's palace.
You are mad, quite mad.
What's it matter? In the morning, unless the sun stops still and never rises, we both die. The thief and the madman. And I don't want to die.
No one does, friend.
Yeah.
You are not mad. And maybe we shall watch the sunrise from over the river.
Didn't you hear the jailer? As the sun rises.
As the sun rises, we'll take a boat, go down to the sea. I've never seen the sea, but I've heard the sailors on the riverside talk about it. In the sea are fishes as big as the great temple, little ones as tiny as my little finger, with wings, iron boats as big as Baghdad itself, with sails as big as clouds. And when the wind blows, they go as fast as antelopes and carry you to the Isles of India and China.
The Isles of India and China. We are locked in prison. The axe will fall as the sun rises. You say you're not mad.
Did he say the island of India?
Isles.
What's that?
The key of
Okay.
the prison. I just stole it.
The key? Give it to me.
Steady, steady. You want someone to look after you. We can't go now.
Why not?
We must wait. In an hour, they will eat. After they eat, they sleep. Then we go.
I think he said the Isles of India and China.
Okay. Referring to, like, Indonesia, most likely.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Hurry, cast this off. Give me that rope. Hurry, we must get away. Do you want us to be killed? Do you think they will have mercy on us?
Don't you think if the king knew, he'd be merciful?
The king was a fool. I hope he suffers as much as he made the people suffer.
You hate him so much.
Everybody hated him. Oh, if I could only lay my hands on him. Just once.
About that.
I could only tell him what a fool he was.
Tell it now. I'm at the king. Speak.
Ahmad the king is dead. He died yesterday. There's a new king, Jafar. Look. Jafar would not make all that fuss over me. He would not send the whole guard after
The
me.
whole guard is only 9 men.
Mercy, Master.
Terrifying.
I'm your slave. Leave me at least one arm for small stealing, and I'll pay you twice as much in taxes.
What's your name?
I'm Abu the thief, son of Abu the thief, grandson of Abu the thief, most unfortunate of 10 sons with a hunger that yawns day and night.
Get up, my little friend. We must return to Baghdad.
How can you be such a fool? I mean, my king would be killed. Dead king and a dead thief cannot do much, you know.
If your fingers are as nimble as your brain, you are indeed the prince of thieves.
Come on, let's catch the morning breeze. That will carry us to freedom.
Freedom. Strange, I've had everything but freedom.
And I've had nothing but freedom.
And now we've got it. What shall we do with it?
Anything we like. In 3 days, we shall be in Basra. Here, take this fork. Push.
I really like the soundtrack of this movie.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's fantastic. So a man of great power in a government is forced out of that position and betrayed by people who he thought were his friends, and he's forced into a period of poverty where he befriends an eccentric foreigner who helps him get back on his feet. Of course, I'm talking about Russell Crowe's Gladiator from 2000. This one has better songs, though.
That is true.
Yeah.
Gladiator had better medals.
Yeah. I'll give it that.
Roma Victor.
Basra!
Was Baghdad ever conquered by Rome, or was it controlled by the Parthians?
I'm gonna say no. They never got that far. The farthest they got was the Levant and Armenia.
Get that set.
That's incredible.
How many man hours do you think it took to build something like that?
I'd scarcely even venture a guess. It's freaking impressive.
Beautiful, it's mad.
Oh, one of these open air markets.
Yeah.
No, there's a farmer's market near to where I live, and I love going there because the smells of the place just make your mouth water.
Absolutely.
Although I could really do without all the animal crap that's also mixed in.
The what?
This farmer's market is also there's also like live animals being sold there. So.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's alright. I mean, the smell of the cooking and stuff really drowns it out. But when you're near the pens, you can really smell the horses and the cows.
Wow.
Really, you are cool.
It's the St. Jacob's Farmer's Market.
Huh.
But how can you steal honey?
Yeah, they had one on my campus, but they certainly didn't have live animals. It was just people selling, you know, like you said, like good food and like fresh eggs and stuff, and you know, jams.
Yes, we're thinking of buying some.
A jar or two. Jar?
If it's good, honey.
Best from Basra.
Easy to say. First I must try.
So they're talking this guy into giving them free samples.
I've tasted better. What do you think?
No. No, not good enough.
No, your bees are out of humor. Take better care of them.
Awesome.
Hey, old friend. Whose palace is this?
Why, the palace of a sultan. Children of ignorance. The palace of 1,000 toys.
Toys?
Where have you come from? You beggars of no importance. Don't you know that the Sultan has the greatest collection of toys in the world?
Why toys?
The Sultan is an old man. And old men are like children. He guards his toys more jealously than he guards his daughter. But I say no more. Now out of my way, you masters of 1,000 fleas. I'll be with you. But I doubt it.
I mean, hey, if you're in control, if you're a leader of your own city and you had all that money to spend, wouldn't you spend it all on Lego?
In fact, my entire palace would be built of Legos.
And also, it would be a great security system. All you have to do is just scatter it on the floor at night.
It's like
We've all been there.
It's like those Ninja Star like caltrops, right?
Yeah.
Oh, rude.
What's happened?
Let me go! Nothing you told us. The princess comes.
Why does everybody go?
It's death to look on her.
Death?
No man has ever seen her, nor shall, till her father gives her in marriage.
She's
She is like the sun and the moon.
Well, how do you know that if no one's ever lived to see her?
I just want her to come out and be played by like Ernest Borgnine or something.
Let me go!
Let us go first.
I wonder if those are actually real arrows that they're shooting at the extras.
I wouldn't be that surprised. These extras who are probably paid $5 for their work. Yeah, we're just gonna shoot a bunch of arrows at you.
That's one way to steal watermelon, I guess. I'm a big fan of watermelon, to be honest.
I like the taste, but like watermelon doesn't taste enough like watermelon, if that makes sense. Like I like watermelon candy, but it's just the actual fruit is just like that.
Abu, here they come.
Take cover, you idiot. There's... Oh, that's better. And like everything else in this city, the princess is riding on a pink elephant. Or is that white? I can't really tell. Next question, why is everything in this city pink?
Yeah, why is it all color-coded? Like, including their clothing?
Well, not really their clothing.
Well, some of them.
That is, okay, that is either a white or a pink elephant.
Awesome.
I wonder how much work it took to color that elephant.
I like to think the princess demanded that it be the same light shade of pink as, her carriage. Some poor servant, they're just painting it.
Oh. Love at first sight.
Oh, well.
Ah, Cupid. You strike again. You're not a bad looker, I'll say that much.
Yeah, they called it.
I must see her again.
But I found Sinbad.
Do you think she wonders why there's like a destroyed market everywhere she goes? Because everyone's like scampering to
Maybe.
get out of her way?
I think this guy just name dropped Sinbad.
I can't go.
Nice.
I must see her again.
But Ahmad, all my life I dreamt of going in a great ship across the world.
I can't go. I must see her again.
If I help you to see her, will you then come with me?
I will.
A deal.
Oh boy.
Well, this seems reckless.
What is the point of this contraption? Is it a couch? Is it a bed?
Just so she can rock? I like the rockers. They look so bored. It's like thinking about what they're gonna do later. Like,
yeah. Like, they probably don't get paid. Actually, they're just like room and board. We get to live in the palace.
Yeah. It's not a bad deal. Comfortable bed and food.
No more. Music of a love song is as heavy as a noonday air. Let us wait for the nightingale and the night. To the pool.
Nothing like a good frolic.
Uh-oh.
What?
The genie! Don't go! Don't go! It's the genie! The genie.
Unfortunately, it is not Robin Williams.
Right, it's
Or Will Smith.
some black fella underwater. Okay.
No, that's the king underwater.
Oh, it is the. Oh, yeah, it sure is.
Well, you only saw him for a second.
Yeah.
Terribly.
Why don't you run away?
I want to look. I've never seen a genie before.
Well then, what you see. Remember, always to a genie you must tell the truth.
You don't look wicked. Are you a good genie?
Not too good. Very good genie are just as tiresome as very good men.
Do you live down there?
No.
He's above her in the trees, isn't he?
See you.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I was about to bathe.
I'm waiting.
Bathe with you there?
Scandalous.
Give me your hand then. Down into the water.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
genie, you've gone. I
crafty.
didn't mean you to go so soon. Shall I never see you again? Never?
Don't be afraid. I'm not a genie.
Who are you?
Your slave.
1940s movies. We're falling in love, but so simple.
Yeah.
If only it could be like that in real life.
Right. Different time.
Disney logic.
Yes.
How long have you been searching?
Since time began.
Now that you found me, how long will you stay?
To the end of time. For me, there can be no more beauty in the world, but yours.
For me, there can be no more pleasure in the world than to please you.
I wonder if he said that to all 365 wives. I wonder what happened to them after he supposedly kicked the bucket. I mean, did
Form a club.
Jaffa make them his wives, or did he just off them all?
Unanswered questions.
Mm.
You'll be here in the garden tomorrow at the same hour.
There's a gardener here who watches night and day. His name is Death. You mustn't come.
Forbid me then.
I cannot forbid.
Oh, bluff called.
They've only known each other for not even 3 minutes, and they're already madly in love.
Makes sense.
Tomorrow.
And all tomorrow.
My goodness. It's not a healthy relationship here. So
Again, 1940s.
yeah,
Time.
yeah, fairy tale.
Place.
Yeah.
So there he is making pancakes of his own, so he didn't need to steal them earlier.
I did.
Good. Then we can go with Sinbad tonight.
Oh, he did say Sinbad.
No, Boo. I can't go.
Why not? You have seen her again.
That's why I can't go. Because I have seen her.
His face.
All right. Then I'll go along.
Oh.
If you go there tomorrow again, how will you pass the ghat without me to help?
Oh, I'll find a way.